Right now, something else that we are following this morning is that St. Louis is full of history. If you were joining us live on Channel 5 on the TV side, we talked about this already, but we want to get a little bit more in detail. So we know that the Missouri History Museum is setting out some pieces of the past that they really have never shared before. So we've never seen this, and our city Stallworth is giving us an exclusive look inside. So this is very exciting, and this is before the grand opening. Sydney, what do you think is maybe, some of the coolest things that you've seen in this new exhibit?
Well, Michelle, I have to say this is definitely one of my favorite reports I've done in the past couple of weeks. I've seen some really, really cool things. We saw the telescope of Meriwether Lewis from Lewis and Clark in here. We've got a stuffed wolf, which will make sense later why St. Louis has ties to the wolf population and saving a species. I've learned so much here inside of the collected exhibit, and it's called that because it comes out of the museum's archive collection. Over 200,000 pieces are in storage right now. We don't even get to see them when we come to the museum, but now all of that is changing, and I got an inside look at some of the pieces you just can't miss when you come out.
St. Louis is connected in so many surprising ways to these national and international stories that you might not realize started right here in St. Louis. Yeah. This was the first time that this sledge has been on exhibit. We've got this original map of Forest Park from the 1870s before the World's Fair. He used the gavel when the state of Missouri officially abolished slavery. It offers us insight into this pivotal role in Missouri's history in the 1860s. Freedom bonds that were issued to St. Louisans who were formerly enslaved. And you might wonder, why is this sledge here in St. Louis? Well, Admiral Perry's final expedition to reach the North Pole was made possible by a local hardware company, Simmons Hardware. Anna has the incredible distinction of being the link that really saved the Mexican wolf species from complete extinction. You will see gorgeous garments that were worn by St. Louisans and some that were made right here in the city. St. Louis was second only to New York in the output and in the caliber of our garment industry in the 20th century. This is a land cession or a treaty between the United States government and the Great and Little Osage Nation from 1808. The Missouri Historical Society has been preserving St. Louis's past so that we could share it with the region today.
All right, so Michelle and Paul, when you guys come on out this weekend, there's going to be a grand opening, right? That's why we have Kimmy with us this morning, who's explaining all of the things that you can check out. First of all, good morning. Thanks for hanging out with us.
Good morning. Thank you.
Yeah, as we were looking in, there's just so many pieces that you've never seen before, and folks are going to want to bring their kids to talk about St. Louis's history. How do you recommend that they get them interested in our city's history?
Well, a lot of what we're going to be talking about is, since the exhibit is collected, we're talking about things kids can collect. And we will start the day with story time, and we have a selection of books about kids that have collected things, how kids can collect things, and make sure that ways that they can have fun activities with collecting and engaging with museum and archiving and just gathering things that they love and enjoy.
I mean, they can start their own archive, right? Because you guys have 200,000 things in your archive.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, and I know kids like to tinker and get some things, put things together. 200,000 is a lot, so we know how to do collecting.
Yes, okay, they're learning from the best. And
yes.
If people come out this weekend, right, they can get their hands dirty and do some cool activities, right?
There are lots of fun activities that are inspired by the things we have in collected. We have a model magic bowl activity where we have some clay that dries really fast, so they can make a little pinch pot and it'll dry and they can take it home with them. We have giant paper dolls. So one of the, we have Life of Kids clothes in the exhibit, and there's a paper doll activity in the exhibit, but they can also make their own paper doll and dress up the paper doll and take it home with them. And we have some inspiration of fashion icons from St. Louis history that can help them with designing the clothes on their giant paper dolls.
And some buttons too, right?
Yes, we also have buttons. They can make buttons. So you start out with a plain little silver plate, and we have some stencils, and we have some plain paper and we can help them color in the paper or draw something that they saw, and the button says I saw, and something that they saw in the exhibit at the Missouri History Museum. So they can make their own buttons.
I noticed that that's Anna the Wolf there. We have a little stuffed doll for Anna as well that you might be able to get in the gift shop, right?
Yes.
I mean, and so that makes sense. That's why I was talking about the stuffed wolf earlier and the context behind it. And it's so amazing. Thank you so much, Kimmy, for speaking with us this morning and telling people what they can come out and check out. And guys, I mean, just getting a look at what I've shown is only a fraction of it, 2% of what they actually have in storage. So there's so much more to see, and they'll be rotating new things in over the next couple of weeks. I'll send it back to you.
I love it. I love, first of all, we just have so much history. Thank you so much, Sydney. What a great story.
What a treat.
Yeah.
What
Go,
a treat.
Go
That
check it
Missouri
out.
History Museum is so great.
Oh, it is. It really is.